What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Movie Pod, and we've got a big episode today. The Bad Batch Season 2, Episode 3 just came out. We've watched it, and holy crap, it was good. It was good. Like, I'm jumping right into it. You already know who we are. I'm Isaac, obviously joined by Joseph, the co-host. And we're jumping right into it. It was so good, wasn't it, Joseph?
Oh, it was.
It was incredible.
I think we've both agreed before filming that it was the best episode of the Bad Batch this season. You think?
I think one of the best episodes of the Bad Batch in general, like including
Yeah.
season 1. It's one of the best Bad Batch episodes. It was really good.
Yeah. No, I agree. But if you guys haven't seen our predictions, I recommend going and watching that and then coming to watch this one because I think we get a few right.
We
to
do
be
a
honest.
seeing Cody and Crosshair not together, but seeing them. You know, the solidary clone is obviously Cody. Or would you say Crosshair as a solidary clone?
I'd say Crosshair. I think he's
Yeah,
he's
more
an
of a
outcast to the
soldier.
Bad Batch, and he's also an outcast to the clones. Like if you watch him.
Exactly.
At the start of the episode, he's when he goes to sit down with the other clones, he's left by himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then he's an outcast to his brothers. So I think that's
he's the solitary
closest
clone.
thing to it.
You know, we got that prediction right of, you know, one of the two being it. And you know, it was so dark and gruesome. You know,
It was.
It's same old Crosshair, same old cold-blooded Crosshair.
He's a badass too in this episode. Holy shit.
He is, bro. He does not care about anybody. When the person was being held hostage.
Yeah.
And Cody and Crosshair rescued him, the guy that works for the Empire. When they rescued him, he said, kill the person who was holding him hostage. And then Cody didn't really want to, because he agreed with her that if she lets him go, then, you know, they won't kill it. He won't
There'll be
kill
peace.
her. Yeah, exactly. There'll be peace. And then the Empire guy is like, that's a direct order, kill her. And then Crosshair just kills her. Like, he don't care.
Crosshair from the back from the back of the room.
Exactly. He's like, he doesn't care. Same old Crosshair. You know, he follows orders, just like the start of season 1 when Order 66 happened. The other Bad Batch, they were like, what? This isn't right. But when Crosshair is given an order by the Empire, you know, he goes and just does it. He doesn't care. It's like he's a NPC. He's a robot. He follows the orders.
Yeah.
And see, that's where I think, you know, Cody, he's waking up. He's waking up.
Well, clearly.
I think, you know, maybe his inhibitor chip, I don't think it's wearing off, but I think, you know, maybe the more smarter clones are realizing that, like, nah, this isn't right. What's going on? And he's finally waking up. We know, end of episode, he goes AWOL. He leaves.
Yeah. It was kind of shocking. I didn't expect it.
It was. He just left. It was crazy. And, you know, I think, you know, he could be potentially meeting up with Rex now, definitely. And, you know, maybe Ahsoka's with Rex and they could remove his chip. Because obviously it's still best to remove his chip, because who knows what other stuff is in the chip that...
It can get reactivated.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, and before recording, you said it felt really Clone Wars-y? Like OG Clone Wars?
Well, they were like, I think it was Nova and Wily. I think those are the other two clones that were with them. Yeah. And I think they're like looking around, and then one of them goes, Droidicus, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It felt really like OG Clone Wars, like season 1 and season 5, you know, the battle droids.
Yeah.
It had that vibe, it had like that theme. The battle droids, especially in the ships.
Yeah. It I don't know, it gave me the feels, and it was really, really like weird to sit in. But
it was
just, I think it helps that Crosshair was, I don't know, maybe it was just seeing clones and droids going up against each other again. And
yeah.
Yeah.
It was really good. We also don't see any of the Bad Batch, like the Bad Batch, like Hunter, Wrecker, Tech, Echo, Omega. We don't see them. And I think that was like really refreshing. You know, we got our own little Cody and Crosshair arc, and oh, it was so good. I knew the episode of Cody and Crosshair. I didn't know they were gonna be together, and having them together was so good. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that because of this episode, I have stronger beliefs now that Crosshair is going to have a big importance to the season. Like, I feel like, especially with this being the first episode we see him in for the season,
yeah,
he's I feel like he's going to turn back, especially the way that
I
the
know, man.
Empire at the Empire official at the end was like,
Yeah,
everybody seems to turn when they're around you, and then I'm like, he's gotta.
surely, yeah. But he's still like,
Yeah,
I reckon inside he knows he wants to be with his brothers. Uh, but like he's like that guy that was gonna follow the direct orders, and so he doesn't. I think he's torn in the middle.
yeah. I have a feeling that So you know how if you, as I said, like guys, if you haven't seen the last episode, definitely go watch that because we go a lot more in depth about our predictions for later in the season as well.
Yeah,
But so you know how we were talking about how Omega gets taken by the Empire.
mm-hmm.
I have a feeling she was with one of the Bad Batch. Like, so say I have a feeling that they're going to be getting tortured or held captive or whatever, and then Crosshair's going to be around, and then he's going to feel bad because his brother's like struggling and
Yeah.
dying and shit. So I think that's what's going to turn up is seeing what the Empire's doing to his brothers.
I think so because I think deep down, like inside, he knows his brothers are his brothers. You know,
Exactly.
and I think I agree with you. I think I think he'll come to him and he will eventually just stop and just realize what he's done and how he needs to fix it. And I think Omega, however you want to say her name, I reckon she could provoke that in him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. But yeah. What else in the episode? What else was it that was really stand out?
When we first see Cody, he's all the clones are now just whited out armor. They either new armor or they just all painted it. It's fully white. I think so. I don't know why they did that. Maybe because the Empire want to have more control and more of an identity because they have different colors and stuff. I think maybe they want
Yeah.
to more of one identity. So when we see him, I was sitting there and I'm like, Cody, is that Cody? He takes his helmet off. Crosshair says Cody. We see his scar. That was freaking Cody. Like his introduction talking to Crosshair was. I didn't think that's how we would see him this season with Crosshair, but the two are like badasses together, and I think there was a moment there when I thought Cody like kind of just like died. He got shot in the arm, and then the camera panned away from him, and then go back to him.
Yeah,
For
right
like
at the
a good,
end.
yeah, good for like 15 seconds. Like, well, the Cody, he just got shot. What's happening? And then he goes back, and he's just holding his arm. He was alright.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but
Because he just threw the puck, right? He threw the puck and then
yeah,
he got shot right
yeah,
after.
yeah.
By the way, that was an amazing moment. Like he threw the puck and then Crosshair shoots it, takes out two droids, and then what are they? It's not a protocol droid. It's a tactical droid.
Yeah, and
And I'm just like,
it was so good.
geez.
The two together are so cool. They're so good. And I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna see the two fighting alongside each other now because I think maybe Crosshair could go after Cody. I reckon one of the two kill each
Yeah, that
other.
might be what his next mission is.
I reckon one of the two kill each other. I don't think Crosshair's gonna die, but I wouldn't be surprised if
I
they
agree.
kill Cody.
I agree. I think they'd kill Cody. I think Cody's gonna do his last redeeming thing. I think we're gonna see an episode of Cody meeting the Bad Batch, and then he's gonna be telling us. We might get a little bit of a Revenge of the Sith callback for Cody.
Yes.
Like I had him talking about having to shoot at Obi-Wan, like his friend.
And yeah, maybe
And
I hope he like explains what was going through his mind in that instant when he shoots Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's freaking like such good friends. Like I hope like they go. I hope he goes into like depth of Like I want to know like how the clones are actually feeling when Palpatine said execute Order 66. Does their brain switch off and does the inhibitor chip take over? Do they? Because we know Rex, like in Clone Wars, Rex
In
tried
season 7.
resisting. Yeah, at the end of season 7, Rex was resisting shooting Ahsoka. So like their brain obviously doesn't switch off, but I think it like really takes over through their whole body.
Yeah, yeah,
And Rex
definitely.
just had that, inside of him, like his brain was telling him to do it, but himself was telling him, "What am I? What this isn't right." So I want
Yeah,
Cody
it
to
was the
go.
chip taking control.
Yeah, I want Cody to be like, because he just shoots him like, and then obviously we don't see Cody for the rest of Revenge. Um, and then obviously Kenobi survived. You reckon he knows Kenobi survived? Don't know.
But well, don't in Obi-Wan don't they know that he's alive, or is that under wraps?
Cody's not in. Cody's not in Obi-Wan in the
No, no, no,
show.
I know Cody. I just mean in general. In general, does the public know that Obi-Wan's alive?
Um,
I don't know
some
if it's specifically Obi-Wan.
I don't think so because obviously he changes his name for that particular reason.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So because I was
Yeah.
gonna say like if they knew that Obi-Wan was alive, then yeah, but I don't remember
I wish
if
we
they
saw
said
Cody
in
in
Obi-Wan
Obi-Wan.
if he was alive or not. But
Yeah, I wish
it
we
would have been
saw
cool. But I think
Obi-Wan and
that proves that
Cody.
he's dead.
Yeah, I wish we saw Cody and Obi-Wan. That would have been really cool. But Bad Batch might be his fate. But I really want to see the Bad Batch, Cody, Rex, and Ahsoka all together. Imagine that. So I think the chances of seeing Ahsoka, Dave Filoni, he throws Ahsoka into anything nowadays. There's high chances,
Yeah,
probably. I reckon, obviously, end of Tales of the Jedi. I reckon, she obviously goes somewhere. So maybe she's meeting up with Rex, and as we were talking about last episode, maybe she goes under the name Fulcrum for like, um, as we know in Rebels. So yeah, there's a lot that could go on, and now what, 13 episodes left, and like all three episodes have been really quick, and like they were just
this one was actually a little bit longer.
yeah, this one was 30 minutes. But like it didn't feel like 30 minutes. It went quick again, like the action
It
straight
did.
away, action throughout the whole thing, while still developing, the characters and the story. It was
Yeah,
incredible. I really loved it. I hope it stays
it
like
was.
that. But you know, it's 16 episodes long. We have to expect there's going to be filler. Everything. Freaking Kenobi had
Definitely.
filler, and there was six. That was 6 episodes.
Oh,
I just hope it's not as much filler as season one, because that was a ton of boring ass episodes. But I don't. I think this season's gonna be a lot better, like crazy. So far, it's a very good start. Obviously, season one start, episode one, that was like an hour episode, hour and 10 minutes, and that was really long. But the start of that was crazy. Obviously, Order 66, as we've said many times, that was good.
yeah.
Um, but I think I agree with you. This episode was definitely the best for season two. One of the best Bad
But
Batch
hopefully
episodes, I
they
think.
keep going up.
I think so. We have to expect filler sometime soon. I think once we
Definitely.
get into the middle, we get a 2 episodes, like when we're halfway through. So I reckon one of those 2 episodes will probably be filler, but the other will probably
Yeah.
make up for it. Um, I think that's good that they're doing that. We got a 2 episode premiere. We're getting 2 episodes in the middle and 2 episode finale. I think that makes it a lot better.
It makes it a little bit more, just a little bit more digestible.
Yeah, it does.
Um, and instead of waiting
Mm.
for how many weeks, it'd be 16 weeks.
Yeah.
So instead, it
No.
comes down to what, 13 weeks.
Comes down to
Um, it,
because we're losing 3 weeks, so yeah, like 13 weeks, which is good.
um,
3 weeks, it's nearly a month.
yeah, I think it makes it a little bit more easier to watch because it's hard to keep hype up, and especially I think that's the problem with the first season was that it had so much filler.
Exactly.
So
All the
waiting week
episodes
to
were
week for
weekly.
16 episodes.
Yeah, 16 weeks. One episode, it was just so boring and dragged out. There's no hype going into the following week, and then the following week, it still wasn't even that good, and then
Exactly.
So I think that's one problem this season one, which turned a lot of people off. But this season so far, I know it's 3 episodes in, but it's been good, and I think it's going to continue to be good. We know there's still so much more to come. We've got Cody, but there's still Rex, so we're gonna see more of Cody. Obviously, we're gonna see Palpatine in the Senate. We need Omega gets captured again, and so she's on Coruscant. We're going back to Coruscant.
That'll
Gunji,
be a big episode.
Gunji, yeah, it will be. Oh, I can't wait for that episode. Gunji and the Wookiees. Like, why does Gunji come in there? How, there's Ahsoka link up with him. Like I'm really, like, I hope we could get an Order 66 flashback of how he survived. There's so
Yeah,
much to come. There's so much to come. So even though there'll be an episode or two with filler, like 2 or 3 episodes gonna have filler, 2 episodes. But
I'd be okay with that.
yeah, because there's still all this that we know that's coming.
Yeah.
So we have so much to look up to.
There is, and I'm really excited for it. I feel like the season's a lot more packed. Maybe it's just because we know about more of it, but this season, just from what we know, it's going to have like a lot more characters, a lot more characters we haven't seen in a long time, like Cody.
Yeah.
So it's kind of I like what they're doing.
And potentially a lot of people are thinking we could see Teen Boba. I know that's one of my first theories when we did our predictions for the Bad Batch show. But teenage Boba?
Yeah,
Does he meet?
I feel like that's a given too.
Yo, bro, that'd be crazy. I think it's still I reckon so. But if not, there's still so much to look forward to, so much to come. But there's a high possibility. Wonder if he'll be with anyone, because we know he's like getting like mentored by a lot of people. Cad Bane, Bosk, many different bounty hunters around the galaxy.
Could he? Could he be picked up by Cody at some point? No. What I was going to say is, could he be picked up by, say, Crosshair leaves, and then he's picked up by Crosshair? Like, leaves the Empire, and then he's picked up by Crosshair? That was what I was going to say. But then I thought that Cody might have been makes more sense, but then again, it wouldn't. But I would actually kind of like to see Boba and Crosshair together. Like,
They would be
to me, that'd be crazy.
Bro, the amount of trouble they could get up to, they'd be.
Oh.
Both of them are so
I mean,
dark
it's
and innocent.
as unlikely as it is.
Yeah.
I would love to see it.
Yeah. But I don't know. I reckon Bulba will either be solo by himself. I reckon he'll be solo, and just be by himself, or he leaves one of his mentors, because he goes through so many mentors at his young life. So, yeah, super hyped. 13 episodes to go, and there's 13 episodes. That's a lot, but really they're only 20 to 30 minutes long. So
it's still quite a while.
Yeah.
If you binge watch it all, that'll still last you a while. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So say the episodes are 27 minutes on average each. 27 minutes average. 13 episodes to go. That's 351 minutes, which is what, like 5 hours? No, that's a lot more than 5 hours.
That is. Oh, yeah. I'm not even trying to do the math on that.
5 hours. 5 hours.
There you go.
Huh. So there's a lot to come, and a lot of arcs they could start, continue, finish. Gunji, is he gonna survive through the Bad Batch season 2? Okay, episode 3 though. Long story short, freaking amazing. Loved it. Like, what would you rate it out of 10?
Out of 10?
Yeah, out of 10.
I'd give it an 8.5.
I would give it a solid.
No, I'd give it a 9.
Yeah,
I'd give it a 9.
I would give it a 9. Even maybe like a 9.2 out of 10. Like, it was really good. There was no slow, boring moments. Like, right into it. And I'm definitely gonna go rewatch the episode. I love that. Really did.
Yeah. Did you want to quickly mention
Yeah.
the thing about Skeleton Crew?
Yeah. So, if you guys haven't heard, didn't see my Instagram post today, Skeleton Crew. We did our hype tier list 2 weeks, a week ago now. Started the movie pod, and we're so hyped for Skeleton Crew. I think it could be amazing. I'm super hyped for it. We know it's planned to be coming out this year. Well, not anymore. Not surprising. Common Lucasfilm L. Common Disney Star Wars L. Skeleton Crew has reportedly, supposedly, been delayed to 2024. We were meant to get it this year around September after Ahsoka, but due to production issues, no surprise there, it's been delayed to 2024. It's just no surprise there. Nothing new. I was thinking
No.
2023 Lucasfilm can be consistent, can promise us stuff, and can just be a good company again, a good film company, and don't lie to their fans. And when they say something, they follow through. But it's same old, and I'm honestly not surprised. For it to change, someone's got to go. That's what they need to do. They need to boot people out of there, bring new people in.
Yeah.
Talking about you, KK.
Well, see. Well, from reports that I've heard, Bob Iger wants to focus more on movies coming out.
Yeah.
So
We know
that is a step in the right direction. The
David.
quality of the movies are yet to be determined.
Yeah,
But
David Lindelof. We know his movie's probably going to be the next one. We were meant to be getting Rogue Squadron at the end of this year, but that got cancelled. Surprise. So next one's probably David Lindelof's, and then obviously Taika Waititi, Kevin Feige's. That's probably never going to happen. There's heaps that apparently rumored, but we know David Lindelof's is probably the next one. We know Dave Filoni was at the round table meeting for it, so he's involved in it, which is a plus, but it is sequel era. But apparently, Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau have gone to Kathleen Kennedy and said to her they want to do sequel films because they want to fix it.
fix it.
That's a Dave Filoni thing. He wants to
Yeah,
fix
that's
it. Fix. Okay, one, I don't think that's doable because of the events that happened. You can't unless you redo it. I say reboot it. Just redo the whole thing.
well between worlds.
I mean, I don't think
That's the best in canon reason for them to do it.
Or just
Which
forget
I
about
feel like
it.
they're resetting it already.
Or just forget about it, move past, go to a different era, go to the Old Republic, and do 10 years of Old Republic trilogy. Do a trilogy of the Old Republic, leave the sequels alone for a while, let people get over the sequels, and then maybe go back to it in 20 years. I say for the next 2 decades, forget about the sequels. Move past them. Let everybody forget about them. Focus on a new era, hundreds of years after the Rise of Skywalker, maybe, when Grogu's the only one that's alive at this time, to be alive then, or go all the way back to the Old Republic. Old Republic's probably their best bet. They could
It
do
is.
so many stuff then. The amount of Sith that, because Old Republic goes back infinity. It goes back infinity. They could do the start of the Sith. They could do a Revan trilogy. They can do Bane trilogy.
I was waiting for that. I was just about to say something about do Revan because he's
Exactly.
such a loved character.
Exactly. Revan. They want money. Oh, let's do a sequel.
Darth Revan.
Sequel film. Yeah, we'll make tons of money off the sequels because we all love the sequels. Not gonna do a Revan film because nah. I mean, if they want money, go Old
Yeah,
Republic.
it's as simple as that.
Revan, Bane, it's gonna get watched. It is. The Star Wars lovers, the Star Wars casuals, something new for them. Star Wars.
It also can, if you do Revan, you can also bring back Vader. Can you not? Oh, I'm thinking of.
Vader.
No, okay. I'm sorry.
What'd
I'm
you
thinking of
say?
the games, the Old Republic games.
Oh, Vader's not involved in those.
No, what am I thinking of?
I don't know what you're thinking of.
I'm thinking of the Force Unleashed games.
Are you maybe getting Melgus? He looks like Vader unmasked.
No. The Force Unleashed games.
Oh, Starkiller.
I can't think of his name. That's it, Starkiller. That's
Yeah,
who I was going
they
to say.
could eat.
And you
They
said
could
Riven.
do continue the video
Excited.
games. Continue that video game. It doesn't have to be canon because he's freaking OP. Star Wars.
Yeah, no, I know he's not canon,
But
but
like, still, it doesn't have to be. They don't have to make him canon. They could just, continue it on. Like, bring back the old George Lucas EU legends. Like, continue it.
yeah.
Well, I say,
And
oh,
as we said before, the Legends, we could just
exactly,
steal plotlines from Legends. People will
exactly.
go and watch it.
And there's so much. I say the best bet is go to a Revan trilogy that could lead into a main trilogy, a Melgus trilogy, and then you could lead up to the High Republic. You could have young Palpatine and Plagueis. Palpatine killing Plagueis. Once we get that, freaking hell, what goes on at Lucasfilm? Like when they sit down and say, okay, how are we gonna make money today? And then they come up with like, okay, let's expand on the secret trilogy. I don't know. Are we the dumb ones or are they the dumb ones?
The one guy at the back of the office being like, "How do we get to this conclusion?"
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. It really makes my mind go like cuckoo. Like I don't understand it. And if I was running a big business like Lucasfilm, and at the state Lucasfilm is in right now, I would kind of want to do stuff the fans want to see. You know,
You think?
you would think. Yeah, you would think. But who knows? 2023. Well, started off with Skeleton Crew being delayed to 2024, so good start to the year. I mean, Bad Batch is going well, but obviously the big ones are the live action stuff and Ahsoka. If a problem comes up with Ahsoka, I'm done. I'm done.
That's what I was going to ask you. Because Skeleton Crew is supposed to come out after Ahsoka, do you think Ahsoka's going to get delayed?
We don't have a set release date for Ahsoka. We know it's meant to be coming out 2023. When in 2023? If it comes out in December, stuff you, Lucasfilm. I don't care. Like, come on. You finished recording. You finished filming. You're in post. Don't rush it. But if it's sitting there ready, I know it's not sitting there ready now, but release it at Star Wars Celebration. Come on, end of Mando. Don't give us Mando and it be so good, and then we have to wait a whole freaking another 8 months.
Yeah, you'd want to keep the hype train going.
Exactly. We obviously got Young Jedi Adventures that they're gonna throw in the middle of it all, and then Star Wars Visions Season 2, which will all come out. Like all the episodes will come out as once, so it's not big. It's just like I guess they're probably gonna put it in where there's a dead period. They'll probably throw Visions and Young Jedi Adventures at us. Young Jedi
that's okay.
Adventures, like, it's like not even kind of. I don't even know if it's canon. I don't know. It's going. To
I assume
Disney,
so. I think
it's going to Disney Plus Junior. I don't know what's going on with that. I think it's just a fun kitty little thing that they're doing for some reason. I mean, I guess they do want to target all audiences, but
yeah,
well, they don't even care about their audience. So, but yeah,
that is true. Start them young, make them hate them when they're older.
yeah. But Star Wars this year. We got Mando, Ahsoka, Jedi Survivor, and Mando, same month, and then we get April Star Wars Celebration. Mando finishes. We could get. I'm praying for Ahsoka. I'm praying. Give us a freaking Star Wars Celebration debut. Oh, Ahsoka. But I feel like it's gonna get. I feel like it's gonna be ages away. I won't be surprised.
No, not at all.
But yeah, Skeleton Crew, next year. Oh well, obviously Star Wars Celebration. We're gonna get more announcements, but don't even freaking take those announcements in because they're gonna change. But they basically like. I don't want to word this badly, but like Lucasfilm, they have these big events, Star Wars Celebration. They announce all these things, and that's the whole thing. They announce new projects. They give us trailers. They give us release dates, and then things get things get cancelled. Things get delayed. Things never get talked about again. So they tell us these things, and that's why everyone goes to be there when they announce these things, and then they just never happen. So that does not look good.
Yeah,
And they've been doing it for the past
it's
three
kind of
three
like that
years now.
family
4 years.
member who always just shows up in your life and be like, "Yeah, we'll go do this," and then you never hear back from them until like
Yeah,
2 years later.
yeah.
That's what Disney feels like.
And something needs change. They need new people in there.
They do.
But yeah, that's our little rant. We'll wrap it up now before we go on a freaking Disney Star Wars situation rant. But going back to what this episode is, The Bad Batch, episode 3. We loved it. Long story short, we loved it. And yeah, guys, let us know what you thought. Let us know what you think of all this now drama with Skeleton Crew production issues. Well, it's nothing new, but guys, let us know. Episode 4 of The Bad Batch next week. How hyped are you? And yeah, I really enjoyed it. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching today's episode, and we'll catch you guys in tomorrow's episode. So subscribe, follow, like. We appreciate it all, and yeah, thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. All right, see you guys. Catch you later.
Yeah.
Bye
Bye.
bye, guys. Bye bye.